What's up, guys? My name's Critter, and today we're going to go over the NCAA tournament bracket. Just the East right now, because we're going to break it up because there's 64 teams, so it's a lot to go over. So we're going to go over the East. So there's 16 teams in the East, obviously, and we're going to start with Duke against North Dakota State. Duke is pretty heavy favorites, I think 26, 27 points right around there, so I don't see North Dakota really giving them a problem too much. So we went ahead and took Duke in the first game up there. So yeah, that shouldn't be a problem for Duke. We're gonna move down to the bottom where Michigan State against Bradley, 2 against 15. Michigan State. It should be a win for Michigan State. Bradley's a scrappy team. It's gonna be a dogfight, I believe. But Michigan State should pull it off. So we'll see how that goes. But I threw in Michigan State at the bottom there. Michigan State. Boom. All right. Third seed LSU against Yale. Now that game already took place, and LSU did win, but I did have them in my bracket to win. Yale put up a good fight. I think the final score was 79-74. LSU was favored by 7 points, I believe, but LSU took it. So I had it either way. So we can move on to the next one. All right, that was 3 against 14. Then next we got 4 Virginia Tech against St. Louis. 4 against 13. I took Virginia Tech. I don't think that should be too big of a problem for Virginia Tech. I think they're favored by around 10 points in that game. St. Louis is a tough little team, but I think Virginia Tech should win it, no problem. Next we have Mississippi State, the 5 seed against 12 Liberty. There's usually a lot of 12-5 upsets that happen, but this isn't one of them. I don't see it happening. I think Mississippi State should win this game. I think they're favored by 6 or 7 points, but Mississippi State should win. I think they'll probably cover the spread as well. So if you're looking for that upset, that's not one of them. Mississippi State should win. Next we have 6 Maryland against Belmont. That's a tough game. That's definitely one upset that I picked. I picked the 11 Belmont to beat Maryland. Maryland's a tough team as well, obviously, but I think Belmont they're on a mission. So I went ahead and put Belmont to beat Maryland. I know this is upside down, guys, or the wrong way it looks on the camera, but you get the gist of it. Next we have Louisville against Minnesota. Now that game already happened this morning, but I had Minnesota beating Louisville. The 10 Minnesota, first game of the morning and first game of the tournament actually. They went ahead and beat Louisville. I knew Louisville was favored by a few points, but Maryland pretty much dominated that game from the beginning. So give them credit, but I did have Minnesota winning that game. So good job, Minnesota. Next we have, or last but not least, from the East, we have VCU against UCF. Now that one is going to be a toss-up. 8 and 9 seed. They're usually pretty tight. I know the spread is 1-point favorite to UCF, but I did a little research on that game. I didn't know too much about either one of those teams, but UCF has been to the tournament 4 times and they have not won one game in the tournament. So I think that's going to play against them in this game. And VCU has been in the tournament 16 times, 16 appearances, and they've actually won 13 games. So that I think that's going to play into the experience, and I think that's going to really make the difference in this game. So I went ahead and put VCU beating UCF in the final game of the bracket. So we're just going to go ahead and do a quick recap. Duke over North Dakota, VCU over UCF. Then we have Mississippi State over Liberty, Virginia Tech over St. Louis, Maryland and Belmont. I have Belmont over Maryland. That could come back and bite me, but we'll go over it after the first round ends. And then we have LSU and Yale. Like I said, LSU already won that game, but I had them. And then Louisville, Minnesota. Minnesota beat Louisville. And then last but not least, Michigan over Bradley. So we'll see how I do in the first set on the East. Hopefully we'll sweep the board. Shouldn't be too complicated, but we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.